Hello, I'm Jay Haley from Palmore Institute, and this video we are going to be looking at some information for our Aiken Level 2 writing class. What we'll do in this video, I will be introducing about the test, the writing section of the Aiken Level 2 test, and I'll be telling you some of the basics about how to write. So let's dive in and take a look at the writing section of Aiken 2. Now, first you'll notice this page has the instructions. If you're from Japan, you'll be able to read them just fine, I'm sure. If you're not, don't worry. I'll give them a quick explanation. So you'll see there are 5 points. The first one says you'll need to look at the topic in the question, and then you will write a paragraph using 2 supporting reasons to support your opinion. Secondly, under the question you will see some points. These are ideas that the test writers are providing to you. You can use these ideas to support your points for part of those 2 reasons. On this level of the test, the grade 2 level, you do not have to use these reasons. If you have your own ideas, feel free to use those. Okay? But if you like 2 out of these 3 ideas, choose 2 of them and use them to support. Okay. The third point, a very important one for us, when you're taking the test, they are expecting you to write a paragraph which has between 80 to 100 words in it. Okay. The fourth point, I hope this won't be much of a problem, but it says, make sure you write your answer on the official test sheet. Don't write someplace else. The last point. This one can be an easy one to make a mistake on if you misunderstand the questions. So be careful, understand the question, make sure that you write an answer that matches the question you're asked. Otherwise, you will get 0 points. So those are the basic rules. Some other things on this, the writing section is done together with the reading and the vocabulary sections on the test, so you'll need to use your time wisely and balance it between each section. My recommendation for the writing section is to do it first and to try to spend not more than 20 minutes on this section. If you think you can't do it in 20 minutes, you'll need to practice your writing to develop the fluency to be able to answer quick enough that you can write a paragraph in 20 minutes with 2 supporting points. Okay, next up, I'd like to take a look at an example of one of the questions on the test. This actually is the official example that came with the test when they first started the writing section a couple of years ago. And you'll see on this slide this typical sample, a typical question. This sample question asks, these days, some people buy things on the internet. Do you think more people will do so in the future? And then they give you 3 points that you might use to support. The points are price, safety, and technology. Okay, so next we're going to look at 3 steps that you need to take before you answer the question, in order to answer this question well. Let's take a look at them. First, step 1. This says, understand the question. Very, very important. You need to understand the question in order to answer the correct question that you get. So, on this question, it says, these days, some people buy things on the internet. Okay, if you're taking the level 2 test, probably that's not a problem. You probably understand that. However, the second sentence has a little bit of a difficult point. Let's see what that is. It says, do you think that more people will do so in the future? Now, Do so can be a little difficult to understand. What do they mean? Do so. Well, this one's a good one to remember in case you see a question that looks just like this. But do so actually means the same thing as buy things on the internet. So, do so, really, you can just substitute buy things on the internet. The real question, you'll see it at the bottom of the page here, is do you think more people will buy things on the internet in the future? Okay. So when you see do so, be careful. It refers back to something before. So means buying things on the internet. Okay. So the question is, do you think more people will buy things on the internet in the future? Take a look at the next step. Step 2. Step 2, it just says choose a side. Okay. These days, some people buy things on the internet. Do you think more people will do so in the future? Choose one side. Yes, I think so. No, I don't think so. On this test, it's very important that you avoid saying case by case, or sometimes it's this, or a little bit of yes and a little bit of no. You just don't have enough time to write that much detail. Those answers take a lot of detail and time. So just choose one side. Choose just yes or just no. So, do you think more people will buy things online in the future? Me, I think the answer is yes. I just expect that's what will happen. It's often good to choose your honest answer, but don't be afraid to go the other way. If your honest answer is going to be difficult to write about, choose the other one. Choose no. But I think most people in this case will choose yes. And in our sample answer, you'll see yes is the answer that they have chosen. Let's move on to step 3. Now, step 3 says choose 2 supporting points. So you'll look below the question. You'll see there are these 3 points here. There's price, safety, technology. You're going to need 2 points. Again, on the level 2 test, you don't have to use these points. You can choose your own ideas. So when I look at the points, I see price and yeah, that looks like a good one. There's some good ideas that you can write about price of online goods and how it's might be better than in shops. So yeah, price looks really good. Safety. I don't have a lot of good ideas on safety. Let's move on to technology. I don't like the last 2 so much. So you know what? I'm going to just use my own idea. Convenience. Okay. So price and convenience are the 2 that I'm going to choose for the sample answer. So the next question is which one first? In this case, I don't think there's any reason to do one or the other first. I recommend for you, think about which one's easier. Do the easy one first. Then, if you're running out of time, you'll at least run out of time when you're doing the bad one. So I'm going to start with convenience. That one does look a little easier. So the 2 points I've chosen are listed here on this slide: convenience and price. The answer that I'm going to show you is the sample answer, the official sample answer that was provided with the ACAN test. So let's take a look at how they answered it. In their answer, they say, I think that internet shopping will become more popular in the future. First, shopping is very convenient. Okay, this is the convenience argument. Okay. Shopping on the internet is very convenient. Some people are busy during the day, so they do not have time to go shopping do not have time to go shopping at regular shops. Internet shops do not close at night like regular shops do. So people can shop for things whenever they like. All of that is about that first point of convenience. Okay. The second point is price, and I'll continue there. It's where it says also in the fourth line. Also, internet shopping is often cheaper than buying things in stores. People always like buying things cheaply, so they will start shopping on the internet more in the future. And that's the sample answer. Now, we'll talk a lot more about this sample answer in the next set of videos. But for right now, that's it. You can see how they've used those 2 points, convenience first, price second, to support their answer. So now I think we're ready for some homework. What I'd like you to do this week is to write your answer. Same question that we've been looking at. These days, some people buy things on the internet. Do you think more people will do so in the future? Okay. Choose 2 points. Again, you don't need one of these 3. You can use your own ideas. But I would like you to limit yourself to 20 minutes when you write your answer. Okay. Also, try to get between 80 and 100 words in your answer, just like you'll need to do on the real test. Okay. Thank you very much. That's it for today's lesson. Just to repeat the key points here, there's 3 steps before you write. 1, understand the sentence, understand the question they're asking you. 2, choose which side. I agree, I disagree, yes, I think so, no, I don't think so. Which way are you going to go? Choose one side. And 3rd, finally, look at the list of points that they give you and choose 2. Again, you don't have to use their ideas. If you like your own idea more, choose that. That's all for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.